No! And we are live, Transformers the Show. I'm just going to turn the music down slightly here because that music is just far too good. It's nothing's really kicked off yet, but welcome to Transformers the Show. We are here for the Hasbro Pulse Fanstream, where we hope to see some Steeljaw action, maybe some Bumblebee action, and maybe some Optimus Prime Mattel action. But who knows what we might be able to see coming up. But now, I'm just trying to look for that damn mini intro. Paul's wonderful. I can't find it. No.
Filling. Put the music back on.
To be fair, they've done what they always. They've done what they always do.
Up the He's got it quick intro under heavy intro. What heavy intro is that like? Which pure on rock dance. Everyone's wearing black today, like it's a fucking funeral.
No, it's because again we're celebrating the loss of any surprises because they've already probably released the majority.
Do you know what? Do you know what I blame, Pete? I blame those social media wankers who are desperate for engagement and attention who share these posts.
I know.
That's what
Those people.
Thirsty they are.
Yeah. Monsters.
The tears of all those people.
Well, look.
Oh, Nick, that's a fast track to get yourself kicked on.
We've now got Swoop, so obviously anything moving forward from now is an anticlimax.
Right. We all know though that there's going to be supposedly kind of something from each part. Obviously, like Core, Deluxe, Voyager, Leader, presume Commander, maybe Titan. Maybe revealed during this. There seems to be some rumors about a certain green robot. I don't know if it's true, obviously.
You imagine?
I'm still focused on the anti-climax comment, and I'm wondering, do you think Bumblebee, if the pictures are to be true, is Hasbro's attempt to say, you know what, maybe you don't want to buy all our products all the time. I don't know.
Is this because of the color of the windscreen? about 5 minutes ago, he was fine with it. Then he checked the color. He's like, no,
it's wrong. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe the product shots are maybe wrong because I've done this before with Optimus Prime with the different colored hands, and colored eyes. So maybe they've got the windscreens wrong because you can't go and look at Bumblebee from Studio 86 a movie and then go, you know what? Let's give him black windows. I just
black's in fashion, baby.
But if you line up, Bumblebee against Brawn, both in the Studio Series 86 line, both the same size, there is a massive disparity. Surely. Oh, Stuart, you flirt.
But yeah, I just don't know what their thinking is because I mean it's not like it's going to be rescued, is it? Maybe it will be with a Bumblebee, buzzworthy Bumblebee like they did with Cliff Jump On, and just release it in the colours that we kind of want. But
I see Bisto in the chat that he's recovered from his weekend. A few beers may have been imbibed by the boys.
I can confirm the reports.
The sheer unbridled joy when you all found out that it was less than £5 a pint was just so heartwarming. Like literally, it was like one after the other. Oh my god, beer's cheap. Is it?
I do reckon they watered it down, but it was cheap. It was cheap. Carling was even cheaper, but no one drank it.
Carling.
No,
I'm glad you're not getting sponsored by Carlin. I'm glad that you're not.
Sunstreaker Titan's in. Stuart's in. Life According to Martin's in. Mick's here as well. Who else is in?
It's not. I'm just happy to be spending this with quality bunch of lads and Pete. This is
welcome to Transformers Show and Pete. Putting out these sexy mugs.
Do you know what you should have done? You should have put the random mug in there. Oh, the one when you're naked.
We'll come back to that.
for the live stream.
Another Transformers fan stream. It's 80s week over here in Transformers land, and we'll come with more on that later. Okay, so we're just going to get right into it this fan stream.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Black
going to
is
talk
in.
about what everybody's here for, the plastic. So we
You know.
pipelined all of today's reveals on our last fan stream, so we're going to literally just... It's the first thing we're going to do and get right into it. So we're going to start with Studio Series 86 Steeljaw. Here you can see him on screen in his lion mode. Check out those sick wings. And then in this next
he
one,
looks
you can see
cute.
him here, still in his lion mode, but with
Yeah.
a very famous big speaker that he comes with.
Famous. That's a great way to
We're
put
going to
it.
call it famous.
You can literally get German porn
Evan's
with
gonna
that.
set up on the table here. We'll show you what's going on.
You hope.
Yeah, agreed.
All everything that comes with.
All the things. He comes with everything. And Blaster for
It's a
size
Blaster, that's
comparison.
Yeah.
wonderful.
Well, Blaster is here because obviously the
Do you know what?
just the whole
Complete with a
functionality. of it.
blaster.
So okay,
Oh, you
86
biased.
Steeljaw obviously showed up in the movie. It was one of Blaster's cassettes. Happy to finally bring him here because I feel like a lot of Blaster's cassettes usually get like left to the side. We
Just
just
because Soundwave's superior.
a little bit. Like I feel like in the past, whenever we've done Steeljaw, it's always been like, here's the yellow redeco of Ravage, and we're calling it Steeljaw, and it's like, boy, that's a stretch. But yeah, so actually, I think a lot of the stream is mostly Hasui. But yeah, this is a Hasui-san special right here.
Perfect.
So yeah, here we have 86 Steeljaw. He looks fantastic. The only thing that we really deviated
Sturdy.
from the original model was he's supposed to have gold eyes, but no matter the gold and the yellow weren't showing up that well, so we changed them to blue just so that they would
Pretty
pop.
animation-y in general, right?
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Like a lot of Autobots have that
Prepare
classic
for the
blue
fun
eye, so that's why we
backwards.
did that. And then, of course, obviously, he turns
But
into
it's
his
not
cassette
pure,
mode,
is it,
and the
guys?
cassette
Not
can
pure.
Go inside Blaster. Obviously, a lot of compatibility there. But he also comes with speaker. The speaker weapon actually ended up showing up in season 2 of the series, where Blaster fights Soundwave.
Okay.
This was like one of Hasui's ideas, where it's just like, oh, let's make it so that Steeljaw can also use this.
Do you mean
as
we
a
have to
weapon.
buy two now so he has two speakers
But
coming
then
out
it
sound?
can come off, and Blaster can actually wield it as well. So
We have to buy two, guys.
Look at that.
yeah, to kind of recreate that
The
scene.
bastards have got us again,
Just kind of
haven't
bringing that
they?
in there. a little more
Can you
accessories
clever-
to these characters.
Justifying
Hasbro!
the price point, giving you a cassette, all the stuff. Like,
Didn't we just
Too
say it on the
many
show
men.
last week? We
Also
said, I
across
hope they
some,
don't start
like,
putting the
yeah, so,
weapons
like,
for
you don't
other
already have your
characters. And
86 bucks, he's out there now. You go pick him up.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
So you complete that scene. All right. So
Just a few more cassettes to go.
just getting there. We're
Yeah,
getting there.
we're
All
getting
right.
there.
So up next we have our video game universe, War for Cybertron. So you can see here on the screen our deluxe class Decepticon Trooper. This is him in bot mode, some cool greens and purples and grays going on there. Then we can see his vehicle
Solid
mode
enough.
here. And
We
then
use the
Uh,
barricade on it.
Roll barricade.
Troop Builder.
One of the first troop builder we're doing from the video games. So it's pretty exciting. So in the concept art for this
I
guy, he's
actually
always
don't
shown
mind
as
that.
like black and purple.
Yeah.
But in the games, he's actually
It's
this
a no for
gunmetal
me,
and
lads.
green.
It's a no.
Interesting.
Yeah, it
Excellent.
is fascinating.
Really?
It's like going back over and looking at the scene.
When he's
like
got
the very
10,
first grunt that
we will
Ultron
remind him of
destroys
this.
is this grunt, and he was these colors.
It's the
and I was
no
like,
one
wow.
Tuesday.
But I just think the game overall is so dark.
I mean, the
that
colours are
everybody
solid.
Just assumed, oh, just like in the concept art, he's supposed to be black and purple, right? And it's like, well, no, this is what he looked like in the game. But yeah, so worked on this with Shusan. This guy is a partial of the barricade figure that Sam and him worked on together. So he is big for a
Yes.
deluxe.
Big partial.
He turns into the car mode that he
I
had,
like it too,
and
this
he
stuff.
also still has the weapon swapping gimmick.
I know
where
what
you can
Besto
pop on
drinks
his arm,
though, so I
pop
don't know
on
we
the
should
weapon.
trust his choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, troop building. This is really
There's no
awesome. You buy a
pandering.
bunch of these, start building out those toy scenes. With
So
those,
I
the
respect him.
toy picks.
And his
Kind of
views.
like this is kind of a chance for Transformers to have its, Cobra Bat moment, almost kind of.
A little
So,
bit.
a little
And-
bit.
I mean, like, and with Optimus Prime's axe, you can make it
Just
seem
50.
like, oh, they
Well,
cut
we chopped
his
everything
arm.
off.
Yeah.
So, all
But
right.
you got to keep
So,
some in box, surely.
Yeah.
So we want to talk live action? I think we should do a live action. figure
Sure,
next.
let's
All right.
switch.
All right, so let's check out Skywarp here. You can see him in his bot mode. Again, who doesn't love a nice speaker? And then you can see Skywarp
Oh
here.
my.
I can live without
Alt
that one.
mode. Incredible.
Tetrajet.
Oh, good old Tetrajets. here.
Oh no, I might get
Bumblebee
this.
movie,
Oh, I
great
don't
scene.
know.
Yeah, you.
So let's talk about it. I mean, again, I like purple, so I'm all in on this.
It's a
Yeah, I know.
it's
your
a
favorite.
no for me.
After
It needs to be
black,
black
let's
and
get it
purple,
right.
not
All
grey
right,
and
so
purple.
this is Skywarp. In my head, I
See,
always
if
have to be like,
villains
it's
don't
not
have
Thundercracker.
purple in
I
their
always
wardrobe, I
associate
don't know
dark
if I can
colors
trust
with
them.
thunder, so
I
that's
just-
why I always go, this is Skywarp. Who may or may not have bit the dust by B-127 at the beginning of the movie, but we'll say that was Hot Link.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Fine, that works.
yeah.
RJ spitting
A lot of
truth.
people in a big battle and
Yeah, there's a lot of color overlap there. you
Welcome
never
to
know.
Transformers.
So obviously this is is a redeco that you've seen before by Sam and Kunihiro-san. What's amazing is they planned out a lot of this in advance. So one of the big differences is the orientation of the wings for all the characters. So for Skywarp, the wings are like down and pointed. And then every other one's had like different orientations that they were sticking at. He also has Blitzwing's head where it has like
hand
a gas
actions
mask.
there.
Interesting.
It's really interesting. I really like them. And when you build out a Seeker army, they always look very
I feel
cool.
like they're
Like-
really like
together.
pushing it when they're saying
And
the
this
difference
kinda
is
completes
their
the original
wings,
trio.
which are
So
fully
it's great.
Yeah.
positionable anyway, so you can have them anywhere you want.
Beefy.
He is
Catcher jet.
beefy.
Uh,
Wings and like when you get to wings, it always adds more mass to it
Yeah.
than there's actually there.
It's true.
Which we say as whenever we have to sell something into marketing, it's always just like, why do the jet characters always look so much bigger? It's the wings. It's because it's flat plastic. It makes it look bigger.
It's magic.
Yeah, and they don't need 6 wheels. That's why.
All right.
I
So
just- no.
that's our Voyager.
No.
Yeah.
Wave, right?
No from me.
So
That's
this
the
next
void.
one got a lot of conversation online following the Space Bridge reveal, but
Oh, did
let's
he?
check out Leader Class 86 Springer. Here you
Why
see
is
it
You're
bigger?
probably saying,
Ooh.
what is that thing in his hand aside
It's
from
the same
sword?
Springer,
We'll
isn't
get
it?
into that.
Yeah.
You can see him here first in his
The
first
legs
of
look
2
closed up,
modes,
though, don't
his
they?
helicopter
The
mode.
legs are closed.
And then lastly, you can see him here in his car. Third alt mode.
Ah, my
and
finger.
Kevin's grabbing the pieces, and we will talk about this here on the podium.
I am told Springer has better things to
See,
do.
the
tonight
legs
than
look
die.
more solid, don't they?
I hope I
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thicker.
maybe
Please
they've
don't
improved
leave
them.
me. Yeah. So-
Yeah.
So yeah, oh, we
Might tell us
got
that.
accessories.
They've
So,
used
yeah,
more
I mean,
plastic.
So obviously this
They're
is
definitely
another
thicker.
Hasui-san that I worked
Yeah.
on with to make this happen. This
And the
is a
vehicle's
partial of
different
the
as well.
original, I believe it was the War for Cybertron Siege.
It might be a slightly different mode
Springer,
or
which was a
retail.
They're telling
fantastic
us now,
figure, but there were just some things about it that needed to be updated in order to bring it into 86. So he is slightly taller than that figure because he has new chest, new head, new shoulders, obviously to get that rotation. His hands now have hand hinges. He comes with a lot more accessories. So you're seeing his animation accurate blaster, which I think a lot of people will be like, oh, this is the blaster that Ultra Magnus used in the scene that they animated wrong. And it's like, oh, well, now you can recreate that if you
Perfect.
want. Yeah, it's always like, oh, what do I talk about next? The catapult missile. That scene is so iconic because I remember laughing, seeing that as a child and being like, that is so cool that he said that line. So
True.
we definitely had to make sure that he came with that. And he can hold it, obviously, but it also has like a 5mm port, so you can put blast effects to make it seem like he just launched it from the catapult. And it,
From his
I don't know,
knob.
maybe it's going to crash into somebody here.
Oh, maybe.
Who knows?
Could be.
He does come with an animation accurate sword as well for when he's fighting Wreck-Gar. So if you have our 86 Voyager Wreck-Gar, you can recreate that scene.
Even better.
His helicopter blades obviously then convert into like a bigger, wider sword, so you can have him dual wield. He does come with a few of the original blasters that he held from the War for Cybertron Siege molds, and then we had a little bit of room left in the tooling, and Hasui-san was like, what if we gave him like a Wrecker hammer?
I love it.
Yeah, we were just like, yeah, sure, why not? It wasn't really featured in the movie or anything like that,
But
but
it's a good reason. We
Yeah.
have the room. We may have put in there. If you've been buying our Wreckers collection, like
Bonus.
this is a chance to armor up your bulkhead or however you want. Maybe there's more
Big
characters
yes.
coming that makes sense to hold a hammer. I don't know.
I
It
think
just
I'll-
made
yeah,
the two
it
other
could be fun,
Springers
and
I
it's just a
bought.
fun accessory.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Anybody
really
who's
like
just
this
bought
figure,
them?
Obviously, I like the Battle Changer, and he has such a unique form factor to him that it's just, he really always has stood out a lot as like a very unique character.
But that's awesome
It's fun.
to
Yeah.
update a mold
Helicopter
that
also
much.
turns into a car, and then again the new shoulders and
Yeah.
the hands. And, like,
I'm very excited
really
about this.
justified like why he needed to be updated to be
Oh, yeah.
86. So there's a lot going on here. Again, all the
I
accessories.
want to put a
So
crowdfunder
hopefully
just so I can get it
will
for
answer
nothing.
A lot of the questions.
You just reminded me, we were able to fit in
I wouldn't
just
expect
one little
success.
secret into his wrist. Hasui-san, just brilliant. At the very when Springer is
the
introduced in
wrist
the movie,
laser.
they're under attack by Decepticons, and he has like a little blaster that like pops out of his arm, and we actually were able to get that into the wrist.
Oh, this is amazing.
Aw.
It actually,
Yeah.
you can get a blast effect on there. It's a little tricky, but it is
Head
there.
sculpt's amazing
And
as
then it
well.
just,
I have
Yeah.
our fans will make it work.
This
We'll see
one's
all
gonna
the
have to be
pictures
bought.
when this comes out
Yes.
later this summer, I think it is. So he's
What?
we're showing you them a little early, so hopefully everybody get a chance to check this out.
Everyone on social media can
So,
just simmer down.
But speaking of
Calm down.
you know what else is happening in May with Springer? Springer's joining Void Rivals. So let's check out the cover here for Void Rivals #9.
We totally planned
it that way.
Yeah.
So our ongoing Energon Universe comic books with our partners over at Skybound. Image 9 will be hitting shelves on Wednesday, May 22nd. That's New Comic Book Wednesday for those of you who know what happens on Wednesdays in the comic world.
I'm aroused.
It's going to be a pretty good day. I'm actually going to go to a concert.
I
so
think
What
it
ab-
makes
what
up
about
for
the Turtle
Bumblebee.
morning on the
I
trip
can
down
forgive him
to
from
see
Bumblebee
some
now,
fun.
which is
We'll
good.
avoid all the spoilers on the internet.
Bumble who?
So yeah, you'll be able
All
to
about
get that.
Springer.
And, Void Rivals, Springer's going to show up, issue 9, May 22nd. Pick it up at your comic book store. So
That's awesome. It's been a fantastic comic so
Oh,
far.
I mean,
I've been
everything-
enjoying everything Energon
everything
Universe.
Energon Universe is doing,
My
Robert
second
Kirkman,
favourite
the whole team,
record next to
Sean,
Inferno.
Ben, they're just like their whole team.
It's
Arun,
so good.
Everything they work on, every time I get a new comic shipment, I'm just like, yes!
Yeah.
Because there's almost something every week, pretty much, with the whole way the world goes. So I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so this next
on.
one's actually pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much everything I wanted back in the 80s. It might be my favorite figure of the day.
I just
We're
wish
gonna
there was
talk
someone there
about
without
the
glasses
Lux
so I
Class
could feel
86
represented.
Bumblebee. So let's check
No.
him out here in his bot mode.
Only the best people have glasses. Don't worry, you'll catch up one
You
day.
can check him out here in his little tiny car mode.
Oh, look, it's Bumblebee.
Just
So good.
You just won't see it coming.
Hey!
I'm happy to hear that.
All right, let's talk
I
about
mean,
it.
that's just.
Sure. So this is another Hisui-san special.
I like the
we
figure.
did.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
it is.
+lie.
So this is our
But they're going to do a repaint quick, aren't
A+
they?
series deluxe Bumblebee.
So yeah, the A-level assortment. So
A-level.
these are the always-on items that will be available on shelf this summer.
I think I could live
Just
without.
don't-
around July for us.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to get Bumblebee.
just don't know
and
if
that
it's better than the
Transformers
Buzzworthy one.
Optimus Prime.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
If you enjoy the thrill of the hunt,
Well,
this will be
the
item
Netflix
you can
one
go
is
get
what a
at
true
retail.
connoisseur
It'll be
would
out
say.
there. I promise you'll be able to get it.
So I
sheep.
I don't even know where to begin. So essentially, this is
Oh, I don't
just an 86 Bumblebee. So, but what we've done here is
It's
we've
not.
tried
Oh, he's gone! He's kicked himself from the stream again. Oh,
I
all
refuse
those
to.
people
I
watching.
refuse to deal with it.
He will be back momentarily because he's done this before. Come back to us, Jamie.
He's on his.
Kicked
He's on his.
himself
He'll be panicking now. He's gonna be clicking
He
like.
is returning. It doesn't matter. He's
to.
returning.
I was like,
It's
why
just
is
Bumblebee.
Windows gray like
He's
that?
back. See,
It
I told
actually
you.
ended up
What
being
did
because
I
of the
tell you?
engineering.
I was totally
From the
calm
way that we kind
throughout.
of had to
There was
compress
no panic
everything
from
like
me,
that,
but
some
Pete
of his
lost
pieces
it.
and
He
hinges had
absolutely
PA,
lost it
and
before
that
that.
kind of like receded into the windows. So there was going to be this weird cutout where they were that gray color instead of blue. So we were like, okay, let's just paint them all gray, and that will be kind of a reference to the original toy. So that's kind of what we did there. But what's really fun is Hasui-san was able to figure out a way
I
that
think they just explained the windows, didn't they?
in the original show, he always had like the Autobot emblem on like the front of the hood, but it always disappeared when he transformed.
Pimped out.
And so we actually can do that now. It like goes away when he converts. It's great.
Ah, clever.
Yeah, it's just a nice
Wizards.
figure.
Still wizards.
Yeah, always.
Always wizards.
So I missed out the most
this
important
one,
bit.
again,
The bit you need.
assortment.
We'll have to
You will be
rewatch the
available
whole
for
thing
pre-order
now,
today in limited
just
quantities,
to
but,
hear it.
Yeah, you'll be able to hunt
If it
it
makes you feel better, we all missed out.
No worries about that. We will make sure that Bumblebee gets in your hand. There's a lot of them coming.
Next time, you share the screen. That's what
Did you
we'll
click?
do.
Did you click on the wrong
Yeah.
thing again?
No,
So
this
much fun.
time I
Yeah,
swear I
It's
didn't.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Great to play with through the entire development cycle. All right.
Probably get some
that
glasses,
rounds
you'll
out
be able
our
to see
Studio
it
Series items for the day. We have one more you'll be able to get to. This one is
Sorry,
a
I couldn't stop
exclusive.
myself.
We had this last time we showed off the comic
Right, anyway, what we got
art.
next?
So let's check it out. Officially, Leader Straxus. You can see him here in his bot
Leader
mode. His
Straxus.
colors are very comic, striking, beautiful.
Wow.
And then
I actually don't
probably
mind that at
wondering,
all.
Like, wait, what's the alt mode?
Oh,
here
and
you
it's
go.
got the
You can
flying
see
tank mode
exactly where we
thing,
went.
whatever it
You
is.
mean his comic book accurate
That's gotta
alt
be based on
mode?
Galvatron.
I mean, a lot of people
I like
maybe
that.
don't know, though. So.
Isn't it?
No, it's one of those weird things where
Looks
it's
like a
like,
Galvatron
wow, that
retail.
original alt mode was very Galvatron
Yeah,
before Galvatron.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we go, Leader Class Straxus.
In Jurassic Park 3, they 3D
Yeah, he
printed
is,
this thing
and
to
of course, as I
communicate
was
with
setting
the
up, he is impartial off
raptors.
of
They just
the
to
King of
see that.
Galvatron that we did before. This is another one that I worked on with Hasui-san. Like he just went ham on it. It's fantastic. We made sure to get his pickaxe in there because this guy, he is the Lord Governor of Polyhex, and he has quite a fascination and love of smelting pools and things of the like. He was a very interesting character.
Are those wings on the axe hinged? Like they're hinged?
Yeah,
Holy cow.
because when he converts, he always had like these weird wingtips.
This is beautiful as
soon
well.
someone was like, we'll do it like that. Because a lot of times, I think the very few other times that we have done a Straxus toy, we always made the axe turn into the gun barrel.
Okay.
And it was very weird. But in this particular instance, the gun barrel is actually just a separate blaster that stores on his back. Yeah, or he can just wield.
So good.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun going on here.
Chunky's
and then,
just
of course,
never
like,
been better.
Something I wanted to bring in, like, because
Yeah.
there's always questions
Well,
on
what's
like
he got?
why these colors, and what we were doing is we were referencing like the original comic.
I have
where
that
it's a
comic.
lot of blues and reds. So the very first appearance, like he was one
Oh,
that
the UK version.
like even when Hasuri saw
there
and I
he
were
is, beating up Scrowl.
starting this and talking about it, it was like, so what color scheme are we doing? Because there are so many and they go so many different ways, and we were like, okay, well we're gonna do first appearance. That's what we're gonna do here.
And I hope it's like coming through. These colors in person are very striking. It's like a very, very rich blue.
Does the
Yeah.
head detach?
So-
They must have made the head
All right, let's
detach.
check
They
out
should
the
have
front
done
of
that.
the box here. We're going to throw that up on the screen for you.
Yeah,
You
it
can
said
see
anything.
which comic cover this was based off.
Oh,
of,
it's in the
but we're also
comic
gonna
book
grab the
ones.
packaging
There you
for
go.
all three of them, so you can see exactly how the spine looks together.
Or how
We're
far we
building
are
out-
so far.
Yeah, we're building out that picture. So
Oh God.
here you can see when you get all three of these together, they
we're slowly-
make that nice big panorama.
Slowly building out the final scene. Oh no, there's somebody's
Oh,
hand.
I see a hand. Something going on there. Maybe there's
who's
a
that?
fourth one that we haven't, constantly been
Who's
alluding
that
to. So it's
hand?
definitely coming.
Galvatrons?
So yeah, really awesome.
Looked like a
again,
yellow hand.
Shout out to our packaging team.
I don't think
Amy
that'll be
for making
Galvatron.
this
Surely it's got to be another Autobot.
It's just super fun.
Oh, I was
Marcelo
looking at
made
the other
all
hand.
of it,
Marcelo did the artwork on the spines.
I didn't realise that was
They're
Shockwave's hand.
fantastic. Yeah.
So, all right, so I think that does it for product reveals. So,
Really?
our friends
Better not be
over
Blaster.
at Beyblade and Takara Tomy have a new line coming out.
Do you
called
imagine?
Another One. So, they brought the next version of Beyblade to life with partnership with us. It's coming out this summer. So, there's a new Transformer
Oh God,
Beyblade
it could be
coming,
Blaster,
revealed this morning,
couldn't it?
so
Because
let's check
Shockwave and Shockwave and Grimlock fought against each other.
Beyblade.
The dullest cartoon
That video
ever.
is pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. We got Tops here with
Yeah,
us.
this is great.
Yeah, so recently revealed by our good friends over at Gizmodo, Transformers welcomes Beyblade X to the battle with all new Beyblade X Transformers collab multi-pack set of tops, as seen here.
3,
You
2,
may-
1, let it rip. Yeah.
You may remember from the Transformers digital tops when they now they get to come to life for the first time.
Means something
So
different in this house.
Yeah.
on the app too, you
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Transformers
All
and
just
Beyblade
in your
are owned by the
house.
same company, along with us. So yeah, we're finally just doing a little bit of cross-pollination.
Yeah. So these items are featuring your authentic Takara Tomy diecast metal tops with fan favorite characters such as Optimus Primal, Starscream, Optimus Prime, and Megatron. And these collab tops work with the all-new Beyblade X Battle Set Stadium. It's pretty cool. The rails fun. Like I don't never really played, but it's been pretty fun to watch.
I worked
So-
on Beyblade for a couple years, so yeah, it's very exciting.
All right, so the new Transformers X Beyblade tops are available for pre-order exclusively on Amazon tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, and the Beyblade X Battle Set is available now on Amazon. It's cool stuff. All right.
Very cool stuff.
So, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, it's 80s week over here this week in Transformers land. So
It's always 80s week. What are you talking about?
So, in case you missed it yesterday, we have a series of stop motions that will be going up on social this week to help celebrate 80s week. And yesterday's was something everybody did back in the 80s. Jazzercise, yay! So, let's check that out quick, and we'll bring Kelly up from the franchise team to talk about some other exciting updates we have coming.
TFN Gym Crew.
Oh, it's a wild Kelly!
We summoned her.
So, that video is
Just
great.
running
Good
from
old
the
Rocky
background.
Face himself getting some much needed
No, she
exercise
doesn't have
in that
glasses,
video,
so
but
I'm
be sure
there.
to keep
I'm
your
there.
eyes on Transformers social channels all week and catch the rest of these nostalgic stop motion. But that's not all. This week, starting tomorrow night, as well as on Saturday and Sundays, our partners at Trafalgar have brought this special cinema experience that will take fans to the very beginning as the original voice actors team up for the first time in decades.
Going
to
tomorrow
revisit the characters
night.
and recreate
So am
enduring
I,
magic
but
of
probably do a
Transformers.
different cinema.
So the event features an exclusive behind-the-scenes table read with the original
Just 'cause we live far
cast,
apart, not 'cause I don't
including
wanna be
Peter
there with you.
Cullen and
Just to be
Frank
clear.
Welker, shown on split scene with pilot episodes More Than Meets the Eye Part 1, followed by the next 3 episodes in the first series. And fans can experience the original Saturday morning cartoon on the big screen for the first time and relive its evolution over the years with a sneak peek of the new season of Transformers Earthspark. It's the perfect event for fans old and new.
That's
Old,
great.
Like me, because I turned 40 like the brand yesterday. So, tickets are on sale. It's
Well,
like
happy
cinemas.
birthday,
You can go
Beamer.
to Transformers
Yeah.
40th cinemaevent.com. Again, that's with the
You're
4
still younger
zeros
than
in
me.
H,
Paper.
not the whole word.
Yeah,
Just
great.
to clarify that for you. I myself
And a
have
lot
tickets to
younger
this
than
weekend's
Jamie.
showing. Tickets
Did you just say
the
that?
first movie theater experience. You can see
Fuck
that on
you.
the That's right. Be sure to get there early, see the pre-roll stuff, and you get to see.
I'm
this
an
guy.
athlete.
You're setting her up to always expect it before a movie.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of funny. She'll be super disappointed. We're just going to get her ready for being an adult right now.
Yeah,
So-
sure. This is great. This is the perfect time to do that.
Yeah. So again, it's Transformers 40th cinemaevent.com to purchase your tickets now. These showings are again tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday.
That's right. So you guys might remember a while back, we brought on Matt Ferguson to talk about his vinyl artwork. Well, today we wanted to give you a look at the artwork in its full and final glory. And we've got some samples here today to announce that Pulse will actually have their very own exclusive version of the album. We did a quick mock-up here. Ooh. So
That is
there's only
fantastic.
2,500 of these available. So it has the special art indicating that inside you will get,
Jamie will get
can I borrow
5 of them.
your leaving hands here? The Optimus Prime version, which is
And there'll still be
red and blue
2,195
swirls,
left next
and
year.
the Bumblebee version, which is yellow and black swirls.
Also, both icons.
Yeah, I was
Both
going to when you said
icons
Bumblebee,
each
I was like,
side.
oh, I have Decepticon. Let me go to. Yeah,
Just the vinyl art on it.
These are pretty cool.
yeah this is
They're
freaking
fun,
awesome.
right? So this is not separated out. This is the art that'll be on it.
So good.
So you can actually pre-order today. It will release on July 26th. And then reminder, the full album will release digitally on September 17th on all music streaming platforms.
Now, we're going to throw it to a little anniversary for our good friend Stan Bush, who you might know has like a famous song from a movie or something for the brand.
There
or-
are 2 songs in
Right?
there.
He's got a jazzercise
Oh,
hit.
did he write a jazz? All right, so let's throw it over to our good friend Stan for a little 40th anniversary celebration.
Hi, this is Stan Bush, singer of The Touch and Dare from Transformers the Movie. Just want to say happy 40th anniversary to Transformers fans everywhere. And always remember, you got the touch.
Thanks to Stan for the love always, but sticking with incredible talent, can we talk about Robinson Flagship Megatron again?
I mean, we can. He's pretty awesome.
Why we're here.
So, to ensure the most authentic and immersive experience, hey OP, Robinson actually teamed up with the original voice talent of Megatron and worldwide talent Frank Welker. So, this has over 270 lines included, 50 custom actions. Now, it converts from robot to tank and back, all via voice or the included app. So you'll actually get to hear all that authentic nostalgia and power of Frank Welker's masterful voice command the Decepticon army or your friends in the neighborhood. So as a special nod, oh,
She just
he cannot be controlled.
panic.
As a special nod to our 40th anniversary, included is a 40th anniversary
dear.
collector coin, which is a really sweet sweepstakes for everybody. But we have an extra awesome surprise for some lucky fans, as there are 40 Megatron units scattered throughout the world that have been signed by Frank Welker. Now the catch here, in order to be a part of this lucky bunch, you need to place your pre-order before May 26th.
Wait a minute.
More
Does that mean
sales.
signed like
Yeah.
over his chest? I don't want
Smart,
writing
right?
over my fucking Megatron.
Yeah.
So you can see, this thing
come with a
is
spare chest
massive.
plate?
He is heavy. It is the most intricate of all the Transformer robots Robinson has ever created. So in bot mode, he is 21 inches tall. That's also the tallest robot Robinson has ever made to hit the market, and it is solid. Pick this thing up, Evan.
Yes. We're playing with him a few
Tell
times.
With your
how much
meat
machinery is
man
included in
arms.
there. It is over
Show the
8
world
pounds.
it can be done.
But should we
It's
talk
like a small
about?
child.
It is a small. It is somebody's baby for sure.
Can you put him in the passenger seat to qualify for the HOV lane?
Absolutely.
All right, that's all we need. For everybody that lives in the Northeast, you can now get through Boston quicker.
Is that one of his voice
It's
lines?
no Robertson Grimlock, though.
All right. Can we talk about the insane conversion process of this?
It's pretty
I
impressive.
feel like you're going to
It's
anyway.
pretty crazy. Hey, Megatron,
Rhetorical, can we?
convert.
No.
Nobody converts Megatron.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
So he looks good in bot mode, but he is amazing and detailed as a functioning tank. It's really just Prime.
Hang on, a functioning tank.
So
What, we can actually take out our enemies with this.
inside
incredible.
includes the most servo motors ever.
Say
built.
goodbye to the north of England.
36 motors, which create
We've
this
sorted it,
and
Ukraine.
all sorts of other amazing
Crouching on the
features
back
that
of
you
it
will
as I
love
take
doing.
out all of my
There's
enemies.
also 118 microchips inside, 6 IMUs, and that constantly monitors his balance, which
What's
gives
an
him
IMU?
unparalleled stability
I have
when
no
he is
idea.
not in his tank mode.
In tank mode, this
Nod.
can climb a steep incline to roll over your
Yes.
GI Joes.
6 of
Why
them,
would you
she
roll
says.
over my GI Joes. That seems bad. And it can even shoot the included projectile shells included with an Optimus Prime target.
It shoots projectiles.
I hope they're explosive.
Now with sound effects.
We don't have the target,
Shell.
but we do have the projectiles.
Here we go.
Classic projectiles from the 80s. It's amazing.
Someone's going to scream, my eye, my eye.
Yeah, there's a lawsuit about to happen.
That's impressive.
But actually, I'm more of a fan of the robot mode, so
Fire
hey,
one.
Megatron. Can you convert?
I
Because
There's a
I think the
cheeky
thing
eye
that I
shot for
really
Alexis.
talk about
Oh yeah.
Leader of the Decepticons.
are those piercing red
Does love a
eyes.
back shot.
Like, he is just absolutely loaded with LEDs just all over. It's like 112 or something like that. Like, wow.
There are 112. They're ultra bright LEDs, so you can play with them in the dark. You can play with them outside during the day. He can go everywhere with you.
Perfect.
And he
Apart
does
from the
come with a
bathtub,
whole
not the
slew
bathtub.
of
Yes.
buttons,
Oh no.
first of
Or the swimming pool. Or the
What is
sea.
Megatron without his mace or sword?
all, right? So fun thing on his sword, I don't know if you can tell in the studio here, it actually does light up. It's a little hard to see. And he does have his mace cannon as well, and then of course his cannon blaster on his right arm.
He actually pairs really nicely with flagship Optimus Prime. So let's check out a size comparison.
What a shock.
Who's been hiding out underneath and trying to steal
Beautiful.
attention from Megatron?
But you can see them side by side.
Optimus Prime. I'll crush you with my bare hands.
I mean, there you have it. It's a Transformer fan's dream playing out right in front of you. Our leaders side by side.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
She wasn't
Oh, you
expecting
dull
that.
You
bastard.
get to play out an episode just right in front of yourself. Yeah.
They're going to take home the rest of the stream, actually.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I don't think the key.
Actually, can they be the new hosts of these
Is
streams?
he masturbating or something?
That would be great.
Why?
All right, so
Always
I
go back.
imagine everyone wants
We'd
to know
always
how
we'd
much
almost
is
manage
this?
33 minutes.
It's huge. It's got to be the most expensive thing ever, right?
I would
Set a new
imagine
record.
so.
What are we thinking? 2,000, 3,000?
It's just like a used car.
Yeah. So actually, Robinson did a really solid job on this one and managed to get it priced out at only $8.99.
Whoa.
So good. So there you have it. Get yours today and get in on the pre-order deadline.
I'm not convinced
Just
by
for
that. Wow.
clarity,
Get that
that's
signed unit. Only 40 of them
899.
out there, so you gotta
Not
go quickly.
$8.99.
Make sure you get one. 'Cause I know I'm gonna go get mine.
And
I'd have got one
this
at
is mine,
$8.99.
So
Oh, well, is
I'm
that
taking
okay?
this
Well,
now.
then this is mine. If that's what
It'll
we're
be a
doing here.
postcard.
Did she just like walk out with the Megatron? I thought that was like my birthday present. I don't get anything fun here.
I'm sorry, she literally just left the studio.
All right.
She's
Well,
like the-
anyways, at the beginning, I promised pipeline reveals. So you ready? Let's get into it. Up first, this is gonna be Legacy Wave 4 for the record.
take a
Everybody that's
peek
kinda
up the
wondering what's
pipeline.
coming on. So
Last
I mean,
wave of the year for Legacy.
for this year,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think everybody kind of expected this when we did Wave 1 way back at PulseCon, what the redeco opportunity for Megatron might be.
Yeah, of course.
So up first, we have our core class Energon Galvatron. So you can see here, it's got that jet mode, it's got the purples. So you'll see the bot mode, you'll see
I'm
what's going on,
shocked.
these will get revealed.
Did not see
roughly
that one
about
coming.
a month or so, you'll see them soon.
This is my shock
So-
face.
I like to say that isn't much of a surprise.
No, not really much of a surprise. And then rounding out our core class for the year and the wave, we have our next Armorizer. But we're going to tease you guys a little. You can see here, he's got a different look in the vehicle mode in this picture. But we're not going to tell you his name or her name. I forget.
Because you don't know it yet, do
We'll
you?
use they them for now.
Hey, then. So you can see, again, new artwork.
I'll
different
name it
colors, a little
Shit.
different than Boulder Crash was the first
Shit
one.
Boulder Crash was the first
Yeah.
one.
So, little
Shit
different
face.
on there, so you'll see more of that as well. All right, let's go into deluxe
Shit
class.
face.
Okay.
There's a lot of them.
I don't like the
Always.
name
I
Shit
think
Face.
This one came out really
Okay,
awesome.
Shit Face.
We kinda let the car design on this next one. So, up first, deluxe class Quake. You can see here again this beautiful
Ooh,
artwork.
fucking
It's got
hell.
Yeah.
Cool
Yeah,
weapon
yeah.
accessories, we'll say.
Which I suppose we should say, we've been using our package art that's going to
Yeah,
be
you
showing
guys
up
are
for
getting a
all
little
the
preview from the
reveals.
package art this time. So,
Wow.
next up in our deluxe class, a female jet bot
I
from
am
the
interested.
Decepticons that we get many asks to do. I think everybody kind of expected this was coming again after PulseCon when we showed
Yep.
off Windblade. So, officially announcing, deluxe class Slipstream, she'll be joining the line in Wave 4. Those beautiful purples and teals.
A fan favorite ever since her reveal and Transformers Animated. Happy to bring her in
So
here.
good. It's going to be fun.
Mark did a fantastic
Yeah,
job
the,
with
the
her. so-
partialing on her and the little updates.
Tweak the
really
wings,
looks
change the
like
head.
Slipstream.
In
So,
essence, it'll be
and
the
I think
same
this next one
mold.
might be kind of a little left fieldish. People are not going to be surprised to
Just-
see
just
this kind of
a little
styling
bit.
come to
Yeah.
Legacy. But we are officially making a deluxe, very much G1 Optimus Prime, modeled after the original G1 toy. Comes with the Energon Axe, his original blaster, has the very much original G1 head.
Yep,
So
the
they-
yellow eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
Mark did a fantastic job on this one. It was a passion project.
So it's
So
fun. Then we'll move on to Voyager. So Metal Hawk is kind of our introduction into our Japanese universe here because we're trying to hit on all of those.
Put your hands in,
So
fuckers.
Master Force was
Yeah.
my favorite. Yeah.
So Metal Hawk's coming back. There are differences on this one versus the last release. So
Yep.
Of
some
course
color
there is.
updates.
Paint,
couple other
probably.
things.
The first
Yeah,
release
that's
that
what
we
I
did
thought.
was more animation accurate, and this one is more toy accurate.
Perfect.
So you will see it all when we actually get to show
It's
it.
not toy accurate, it's as a
And then
pretender
finishing out
shell.
our Voyager collection for the year. This one I think is actually really awesome, mainly because I really
I
like
wonder why. Yeah.
the Optimus, but I also like blacks and purples. It's so shocking. So
Oh, it's not the beard? Oh.
Voyager animated Motormaster will be joining. You can see here he's got a
Animated
head with the
Motormaster.
Deco scheme. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
who doesn't like a
nice.
beard on a bot,
Yeah,
right?
beard and mustache. Yeah, he's got a great head.
But let's be honest,
And then,
it's going to
to
be
start our
a
leader
new head
assortment
sculpt Optimus
for Wave
Prime, isn't
4,
it?
This is probably my favorite item
Oh,
of
yeah.
the year.
I think they
And
just
yes,
said that.
I mean, if everybody knows, I mean, I might be, wearing a Buzzsaw shirt.
Just a little
So,
biased.
anyways, Leader Class Soundwave will be joining the assortment here this year.
With his
Again,
tapes, I'm
this
guessing.
is that Netflix cassette player version of Soundwave that everybody has been after. It's Soundwave. He also comes with 3 cassettes. Not going to tell you who they are today because you're going to have to find out later.
Buzzsaw.
And then lastly, rounding out the leader
know it.
assortment, the absolute no surprise to anybody because you've been seeing it on the back of your Tidal Wave box since like last December.
Yep.
Leader Class Armada Galvatron, which you can get so you can armor up with those pieces from Tidal Wave as your Titan starts to come out. So
A fantastic
really-
color scheme.
yeah, also really
can
awesome.
just do that
a
with
good
the,
redeco,
with the Megatron
Sam,
version.
if you
Okay.
finish that one.
Yep.
So, favorite thing today? What is
Get
your- what
the
was your favorite
juice
thing to
out of the
review?
orange.
Showed a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of studio series and one exclusive. So.
Yeah, you go first.
All right.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm honestly like I'm torn. I really like what we're doing with the comic capsule, but there's something about the A-level assortment 86 Bumblebee that
you
is
and
just
Mark,
like,
yeah.
it's just like, I don't know, it's like makes me feel like I'm like 4 again, and it's like everything I wanted my mini bot to be in 1988, because I'm gonna date myself here.
I mean, that
So-
makes me incredibly happy. So, but for me, it is the leader Straxus that we're doing for the comic book program. He came out fantastic. Hasui did an amazing job with that Galvatron mold and really capturing a lot of the details that show up in the very obscure 1 or 2 pages that you actually see his alt mode in the original comic. I just love him to death.
Yeah, it's great. And then we got one more of those. The reveal for that final one's going to be really awesome. We're going to have a special guest reveal that one. It's going to be via social, most likely, coming to you next month. Pay attention to it. It's going to be cool. It rounds out that panorama scene that we have going on the spines as well. It makes a lot of sense, and it's very unique. Very much not something we get to do a ton of. So
Yeah.
it's going to be fun.
Yeah, when it was pitched, everybody was like, what?
Who?
What?
Got to be
What are you
plastic.
doing?
Yeah.
You're like, are you sure? Yeah, we're sure. So I think everybody's actually really excited. We're adding nice new bots to the line with that final offering. All right, so let's recap. Studio Series items that you saw today will be available for pre-order at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Hasbro Pulse and select fan retailers. This excludes the 86 Bumblebee. Again, he's part of that A-level assortment, so he'll be available everywhere this summer. So if you enjoy the thrill of the hunt, you will have your chance to get him. There will be some limited quantity available on Amazon and other select fan retailers, just won't be on Pulse. But don't fret if you miss him. You'll have a chance to get him this summer. He'll be coming, I promise.
Him and our TF1 Optimus Prime.
That we showed last time, yeah. 40th Anniversary Straxus is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so he will go up at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Pulse Premium members, available for everyone else at 2 p.m. Eastern. Roboson Megatron is available to pre-order right now, so don't forget, you want to get a chance to be one of those 40, get it in by May 26th.
Get them before Kelly steals them all.
Yeah, she'll steal them all from the warehouse.
Yeah.
The Pulse exclusive vinyl that Kelly showed off, again, coming out July 26th, available for pre-order today. Again, should be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Hasbro Pulse. And then last but not least, sure to get out there this weekend. Go check out that G1 table read screening from our partners at Trafalgar. You get to see me, so that should be enough reason to go, I think. And again, it's Transformers 40th Cinema
because you said me, Matt.
for all the info on how to purchase your tickets and where it will be shown. So
Definitely make sure to update your Instagram on how your daughter reacted to this, because I'm very curious
I
to
might
see.
try to like film a reaction video and just like put a robot face over her face or something. We'll see. So
That'll be great.
So we're going to round out today with your first chance to hear some new music that's actually going to appear on these 40th anniversary vinyls. So we're going to check out this music video, which features some G1 animation. And until next time, transform and roll out.
The Transformers. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers. The Transformers.
Who?
Transformers. The Transformers. All Platoon destroys. The Transformers. More than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Got fine animation.
The Transformers. More than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
next one's actually a good day. And every time I get a new comic shipment, I'm just like, yes!
Yeah.
Because there's almost something every week, pretty much, with the whole way the world goes. So I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so this next
Freaking
one's
people out
actually
because
pretty
we
awesome.
just jumped
I'm
back
not
in
gonna
time.
lie, everything. It's pretty much everything. I
We're going
wanted
back to look at the
please. It might
Bumblebee
be
bit
my
where
favorite
Pete
figure
got
of
me
the day.
disconnected.
We're going to talk about the Deluxe Class 86 Bumblebee. So let's check him out here in his bot mode. I mean, that's just beautiful. You can check him out here in his
Find
little
out the
tiny
reason
car
for the
mode.
windows.
So good. I mean, it's I love it. I love it.
I'm happy to hear that.
So, all right, let's talk about him.
Sure. So this is another Hisui-san special.
It's a Hisui day.
Yeah, it is. So this is our A+ series deluxe Bumblebee.
So yeah, the A-level assortment. So
A-level.
these are the always-on items that will be available on shelf this summer. They're starting to set, I think, around July for us, and you'll be able to get Bumblebee and that Transformers One Optimus Prime. Again, if you enjoy the thrill of the hunt, this will be the item you can go and get out at retail. It'll be out there. I promise. You'll be able to get it.
Yeah. So I don't even know where to begin. So essentially, this is just an 86 Bumblebee. So, but what we've done here is that we wanted to bring in like the penny racer aspect of the original toy and what was kind of shown in the animation a lot of times.
Yep.
So that's what we've done here. And also, he is not a parts former. Everything just flips and flaps and converts and hangs out on his
Is he a
back.
mini masterpiece? Is he like 38 steps and it's going to take me forever to play with him?
No,
Okay.
he's not that bad. No, I wouldn't say that at all. One thing that people are probably like, why are his windows gray like that? It actually ended up being because of the engineering. From the way that we kind of had to compress everything like that, some of his pieces and hinges had to be PA, and that kind of like receded into the windows. So there was going to be this weird cutout where they were that gray color instead of blue. So we were like, okay, let's just paint them all gray, and that will be kind of a reference to the original toy. So that's kind of what we did there. But what's really fun is Hisui-san was able to figure out a way that he, in the original show, he always had like the Autobot emblem on like the front of the hood, but it always disappeared when he transformed. And so we actually can do that now. It like goes away when he converts. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a nice
Wizards.
figure.
Still wizards.
Yeah, always.
Always wizards. So, this one again. Part
Is
of
that
the
us up to
assortment
date now?
Will be available for pre-order today.
That's us up to date.
Days, but
Yeah.
you'll be able-
Okay, well, I fucking hell, there's lots of good stuff today.
Yeah.
That Springer is amazing.
I think that was a good one. Straxus for
Yeah.
me. That's the big one. That's the one that and Springer, actually, the leader Springer.
Springer and Straxus, yeah. But who do you think Yellow Hands is? It better not be Blaster. I swear to God.
He seemed to suggest it might be somebody new. He said bring in somebody new, and I didn't mean, and don't know if he meant into that comic book one or the new maybe that we had not seen either for a while or maybe ever. But if
Do you
you
mean
got,
the leader of the Records, the midget guy? He what's his name
could
again?
be Zaron? Zaron?
Yeah.
Could
Emmerich.
maybe.
Emmerich Zaron. But we've never
Oh
had a
yes,
toy,
because
right?
he was wasn't he leading the Autobots at the time on
Yeah, in
on
Cybertron.
at
Yeah.
the time when Straxus was that. Oh, hello. There's a good shout.
I think there were a lot of decent reveals today. It was surprising, really. I think Springer was a highlight, but Straxus, because it's nice to get someone new, right?
Yeah.
I'll get Steeljaw because we'll get Steeljaw, but I think that's about it for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to say, Andy, I think there's cackling coming from your mic or something like that.
I'll have a look at it. It is.
Yeah, look for Friday. It's no point worrying about it just now. I didn't care. I'm tough.
I can't hear anything, but there you go. That means I'm good.
Yeah.
The rest of you, tough luck. Enjoy my crackle.
But I honestly think the Springer thing was outdone, and it makes me think they're going to be doing this with other molds. Why always do a new mold when you could improve stuff? Because I always think with engineering, the stuff we see is almost the cheaper alternative version they were forced to do, where they've always had something far more in depth and cover, and they're forced back because of money, probably with the marketing guys, etc., and the money people. So it makes me think they've got lots of possible updates out there. And Springer looks gorgeous, and Strax is just like, I mean, I hope the head, you can deattach the head, because that would be just a brilliant little gimmick.
It would make sense. Although they didn't mention anything about it. So we'll have to see.
And what did you think about the black windows excuse?
It doesn't particularly bother me either way. So, but I don't. I'm guessing it's to do with the plastic, and they couldn't use blue. Surely you could have had painted blue plastic though. I don't know. I think it was more just that some of those bits where it folds, where the window is, some of those bits will be visible in robot mode, and if you had bits of blue, it might look a bit weird. So that's go with black instead, or grey. I think they said it was grey, didn't they? So
Yeah.
engineering excuse. It doesn't bother me. For those who are really bothered, I suppose.
What about you?
News just breaking. Mick Houlihan, take Cyclones' name out of your filthy mouth. That's quite possibly one of the best chug toys in the last 5 years. They won't be touching that. However, what it does do is give you an opportunity to redo Astro Train, because I think Astro Train, the bot mode was solid, but I think that mold is due an update, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but we need Octane first, surely. We need to get Octane out.
Not in
there.
86. Not in 86.
You're wrong, Pete.
No.
Yes, you are. I've used the finger. I've used it. You know.
Bumblebee, I'm not overly bothered. I'll get it for the bot mode, but I'm not overly.
The bot mode looks sexy. That guy knows how to
Yeah.
pose a fucking figure. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, I wasn't
But no.
sure, but then I saw the pose and I went, "You got me. You got me." You know.
Goddamn
it's-
Hasbro.
do you know, it's been one of the best reveals, and I'm glad the Springer wasn't really spoiled. There has been some images of Springer, but I'm glad it wasn't spoiled, because that is bliss, and so is Straxus as well. So people are going to be ecstatic, you know, sharing those images.
I was pleasantly surprised at the majority of that, apart from Bumblebee and Steeljaw, I didn't know about. And do you know what?
Your face shows.
I like the surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
You look
Okay.
ecstatic.
I'm so happy. I'm ecstatic.
Play it down. You've got to be professional. We are here to be impartial.
Since when have we been professional? You clearly haven't picked up the vibe of the show yet.
They've earned my respect today. But do you know, the one thing I was thinking about was when you saw this sort of Megatron there with the Optimus Prime. And I've been watching the G1 cartoons. I mean, you watch the G1 cartoons, Optimus Prime, he's got a younger voice. He wasn't so preachy all the time, you know, and stuff like that. And it kind of makes sense, because he always referred to Megatron as like a relic of a bygone era, you know, you're past your best, Megatron, you're a relic, retire, etc. And then it makes sense when you look at things like War Dawn and you realise Optimus Prime came after Megatron. He was the upgraded, modern version to combat something like the Decepticons. And I don't know, I was just thinking today, I wouldn't mind that sort of Optimus Prime, that UFO Optimus Prime, but not as Orion Pax. You know, he doesn't, somehow he's kind of migrated where he's seen he's older or at the same age as Megatron. Does that make sense when he's not?
Yeah. No. I get what you're saying. I guess it's not really come into it, has it? Because I think you see, you know, they've tried to do a bit of a number on some molds to show maybe they're a bit weathered or stuff like that, but I don't know.
It's almost like we're seeing the Bayverse interpretation of Optimus Prime, but in a G1 suit. You know how, like, in Bayverse, he's always looking into the distance and then turns away. It's always, I don't know, I don't know, making it more grandeur than he is, but yeah. But brilliant stuff. Springer, awesome. Strax is awesome. Bumblebee, I will get. I mean, literally, it was only the gamer toy which I just had no interest in.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, forgot about that one. Yeah, I'll get that one too.
Yeah. Well,
I'll be
we
that
better
then.
say goodbye to the lovely people, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
thank you. No, thank you everyone for being here. It's been a true pleasure, and I'm ecstatic and I'm excited. So is Peter. So is Andy. We'll see you on Friday. We have plenty to complain about, but then see you Friday.